All right, folks, welcome back to PrepperNow. Good news. We have reorganized all of our preps in the house. So let me set up everything for you so you know where we were and where we are now. So if you've been following the channel for a while, we have had a bulk of our preps over at my mother-in-law's house, what we have always affectionately called the bug out farm, because if there was ever major stuff to go down, we would go to her house. And the reason why is because she's embedded deep in the hills of West Virginia. So we had to move our stuff. She purchased a home and is downsized considerably and is now in new digs, and we just didn't have the room for all of our stuff, and so we had to create room. So to give you the setup of what we have going on at our place, it's about 2,000 square feet, okay? And with that 2,000 square feet, you know, we've got limited room. There's 5 of us. So, and then you tack on 2 dogs, a couple cats, pig out back, some chickens, you get the point. We love where we live. We got enough room. It's affordable and it's pleasant, but we also have preps. So to also set all this up, my wife is what's known as a minimalist. So she likes to have nothing. She wants no stuff. I've often joked with her, you know, she'd be fine sitting in a room with a chair and nothing else. So I had to come up with a way with her and the way she has things to make it so we could have our preps here, not ruin any of the space. And so we had to kind of reorganize and do stuff. Now, if you know, the last 5 months of our lives have been really busy with sports and kids and school and everything else. So we had to create room. So we had to move stuff around. So we got a new bed, and the bed has under it, and I'm not showing it here, but it's a platform bed that has about 2.5, 3 feet of clearance, enough that we can get those really big, husky, black and gold prepper bins under it. So we have about 9 of those under our bed. Okay, so about 3 across and 3 down, filled with stuff and filling it with stuff. So I used to have things like suitcase and all that. So this is good for my wife that we had to downsize, but also we had to make it so we could fill that up. Now, under there, we've got stuff like the medical supplies, cleaning solutions and stuff, and some other things, just general kind of non-perishable food items. These are things like medical and cleaning and health and such, okay? So our bins under the bed are filled with that. I think we might have 1 or 2 that are just kind of like long-term, like pasta or whatever, but that aside, we had to take the rest of it and put it into our pantry and stuff. And so we had a bunch of pots and pans and things under our cabinetry. And so we took all that out, and we got, you know, a piece that we repainted and redid. We got it on Craigslist for like $100. Old century piece, looks like 1950s. Repainted it, did a good job. But it's got a lot of great storage under in these cabinets. And so we took all of our pots and pans and kitchenware, and we put it all under there, which freed up all of the cabinetry and stuff, with the exception of where we put our plates and our glasses and our forks and knives and stuff. So we put our rice under there, which I think we're at about, there's stuff in the shed. Now, to keep in mind, I know someone's going to come on and be like, you guys are going to die. I only have 2 months for that, you know. We have a shed, and so there's a bunch of rice in there too, but we keep most of it, especially cans that might be affected by the heat. We put that all in the cabinetry under. Oh, that's what it was. I was going to say, what else is under our bed? We have a lot of long-term, like Augustin Farms and 4 Patriots and stuff like that. We've got different things, little, 30-day emergency food kits. So we have that all under the bed as well. Rice is in the cabinetry. And so we had to figure out where to put the rest. We have a crap load of pasta. We took one side on the top right and we filled all of our pasta and ramen, and we've got mac and cheese and stuff. We put that in the top right of above our fridge. Directly above our fridge, we've got about 40 or 50 big cans of Augustin Farms and Essentials, different stuff, all freeze-dried. Totally fills it up. Top left side, we've got bulk sugar, bulk salt, bulk pasta, or not pasta, flour, and stuff like that. That's all up in the top left. Bulk things like that. Down below that, on the left and right, we've got where the kids have their snacks and things, or your regular pantry stuff. You know, your chips, your peanut butter, blah, blah, blah. Fridge is the fridge. But you take all that, and then you take our, the one thing that does remain at our mother-in-law's farm is we have a big industrial freezer we just filled with a bunch of beef and chicken in them. Judging by the headlines, I'm really glad that we did that. So we've got all that. Oh, and then we've got a row of cabinets that we're filling up with just regular old cans of fruits and veggies and stuff like that. Chick coin, beef coin, and such, all on another row of cabinetry. So we've been trying to go through some stuff that is long in the tooth, but the key, we think, to having a nice organized prep system where your wife doesn't freak out and disown you, or the other D word, first of all, is listen to her, but she's got great ideas. And she's the one that came up, we mapped it out and put it there and took our weekend last weekend and just reorganized everything, got it out, put it all over. The kids helped. Always good to have the kids help because they understand the values and the reasoning for why we have all of this stuff. And the reason why is we're trying to, make it so if there's ever an emergency, we can go for the long haul. And we're feeling very solid about everything right now. Now, of course, what you're seeing in these pictures is not everything, but it is a good amount of what we've got going on in our kind of dispersed pantry. I know a lot of people have like a walk-in pantry. We don't have that. So we've had to take our cabinets and use it in a way and then become creative. And we took our bed and we have a platform bed that's got a large clearance, and we put all of our other preps under there. And then, of course, there's stuff in the shed, things like the solar generator and such, and other, some rice and things that are dried. And, all the other preps, tools, and yada, 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 solar panels. And then, of course, the industrial freezer. So that is what our preps look like. What do yours look like? I'm sure yours are better than ours. I'm sure that we're going to die in about 2 months of a long emergency. I'd love to hear all about it. No, I'm just kidding. You guys are always awesome and positive. I know we'll get the one comment, but tell me what you're doing. Have you done something similar? Do you have a dedicated pantry? Do you have a storage unit with everything like some people do? Do you have a place to go? Would you bug out? Would you bug in? What would you do? We'd like to know. God bless, friends. Thanks for being on the channel. Hit the like button and stuff. Join us on the other platforms. Links in the description, and we would love to see you on the next one.